A major rule battle is now threatening to reshape Formula One's future before the 2027 season has even begun. What was supposed to be a straightforward engine adjustment has turned into a growing conflict between manufacturers, raising questions about costs, development timelines, and the competitive balance of the sport. The FIA originally wanted to change the balance between combustion and electrical power for 2027. While the current generation is officially presented as an almost equal split, the reality is that electrical power already holds a slight advantage, roughly 53-47. After criticism from fans, teams and drivers regarding the racing produced under the new regulations, the FIA started looking for ways to reduce some of the problems being seen on track. That led to a proposal that would significantly increase the role of the combustion engine, pushing the balance closer to 60-40. On paper, the idea looked simple. In practice, it has become one of the most divisive topics in the paddock. Right now, only Mercedes and Red Bull Ford powertrains support the plan. Audi, Honda and Ferrari are against it, while Cadillac has not officially committed but is reportedly leaning toward rejection as well. This is where things change. The problem is no longer about engine philosophy alone. The proposed increase in combustion power would require much more than a software adjustment. Engineers warn that the six-cylinder engine would need significant redesign work. The transmission could also require changes because both systems were originally developed around the current configuration and are already operating close to their limits. The situation becomes even more complicated when fuel consumption enters the discussion. More combustion power means more fuel usage. That creates another problem. Current fuel tanks may no longer be large enough. Teams could be forced to redesign their chassis to accommodate larger tanks. That's the real issue. With development programs already underway, many manufacturers believe there simply is not enough time to redesign engines, gearboxes, and chassis before 2027. And concerns extend beyond engineering. Some manufacturers fear that Mercedes and Red Bull could gain a competitive advantage from these changes, because both already possess highly competitive power units and would not need to dedicate as many resources to other FIA development projects. Rivals worry they could redirect more manpower toward the next generation of engines and potentially establish another era of technical dominance. As a result, a compromise is now emerging. Instead of moving directly to a 60-40 balance, discussions are focusing on a much smaller increase in combustion power, around 5%. That would create a ratio closer to 52-48. Such an approach could avoid major redesigns to engines, gearboxes, and chassis while still addressing concerns about battery management issues on certain circuits. The larger 60-40 target could then potentially be delayed until 2028. Nothing has been decided. Mercedes and Red Bull remain committed to the original proposal. Audi and Honda are pushing for compromise. Ferrari continues to oppose the plan, while Cadillac is under pressure to join the anti-60-40 camp. Monaco could become the critical meeting where a solution finally begins to emerge. But time is running out. Every week that passes leaves engineers with less room to react, and the longer the disagreement continues, the greater the risk that Formula One could enter 2027 without a clear path forward. And it may not stop here. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.